Hey guys, in this video we are going to see how to check or identify which executable which was executed earlier. Okay, so basically we need to understand the historical execution of any script. Say for example, it may be a shell script or it may be any executable files like binary files. Okay, so it is specifically on Linux. Okay, so here we also have an Oracle database running. Okay, so imagine that I am just executing shell script. Okay, say for example, so I'm just executing this load track shell script on the Linux, okay, to check the load on the Linux server. Okay, and I just need to understand, say for example, if it may be me who executed the script or someone else, but I need to find out which script was executed earlier, and I also need to know the directory. Okay, so here this environment, this Linux environment is very simple, so I can easily identify. But in real time, if you are doing multiple tasks, you may sometimes forget the script location or any file location, right? So how can we identify the script which was executed earlier, right? So the one common and simple solution is using history. Okay, so you just execute history and just see whatever commands or whatever script that was executed earlier. So just see history and grep with sh. So I just need to check what are all the shell script which was executed historically. Okay, so here I can identify the shell scripts. Okay, so sometimes even in history these details may not be there. In real time there may be multiple DBAs or Linux users who may execute multiple commands. So the history file will be updated, right? So older histories may not be there. So in this case you can just check the bash history. Okay, so bash history also may have some details about the commands which were executed. Okay, and also if I'm using root, but currently I'm using Oracle user, so this may not be applicable. But if you are using root user, then we may need to go to the root bash history. Second way is to check the process. Okay, so if the process is already completed, then we cannot do anything, but still sometimes the process may not be completely cleaned up on the operating system. Just for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, or even it may be 1 hour, some process may stay up. Okay, so just say ps-ef grep sh, or that if you already know the script name, then directly you can just use the script name. So I will just say .sh. So I just need all the shell scripts which were executed earlier. So here I could see loop.sh. Okay, so this script is not currently running, but it was a historical script. Okay, so but the current script that I executed was load track.sh, which is not there. Okay, so if it is still there, then you can identify the process ID and information about the script. Okay, so another way is to use ps-eo to get more details of the recent commands. Okay, so this may also sometimes give the process related information about the commands, specifically CMD part, right? So this CMD part will give the commands which were executed recently. So if you see the recent command that we executed is ps-eo, so it is there on the last, at the last. Okay, so this is specifically for command on the Linux, but we executed shell script which was custom, it was not a command, right? So if I just execute ls and then again check this ps-eo, yeah, it should be there in this process, but yeah, ls command is not recorded here. That's fine. So another way is to check the cron tab. Okay, so obviously we schedule a lot of shell scripts in the cron tab, right? So just say cron tab -L to list all the scripts which were scheduled, and you can check /etc/cron directory. Okay, so here we have a lot of cron directories. Okay, cron daemon. So if I go inside the cron daemon, I have early, zero early. So yeah, I need to go to the directory first. So this is just a simple file which contains some information about the cron. So I can go back and further check what are all the cron options available. Cron, if I go to cron daily, I could see log rotate, cron hourly. So these are just executables and some cron related configuration under /etc, but yeah, actual log file will be under /var/log/cron. Okay. Okay, we don't have cron. Okay, cron is a file, it's not a directory. So I just need to use root user. So here just grep with cmd. Okay, so this is one of the way that you can see. So every commands which are executed via cron will be recorded here. So whatever shell scripts that you might have executed with cmd, you can easily identify it. So this is specifically for cron tab. Okay. So if you see all the cron scripts which were executed, right? So if you're troubleshooting anything related to cron tab, you can directly go and check the cron log and see why any cron jobs was not executed. Okay, so I will give a detailed session on how to fix the cron issues. Okay, so next comes syslog. Okay, syslog is on another variant of Linux which is in Ubuntu. Okay, next one is audit checks. Okay, not audit checks, system log checks. Okay, so we have a file called warlog secure in Linux. Okay, so this file also records all the activities which were happening on the Linux. Okay, so every session activity will be recorded here. So you can also check whatever commands that were executed or whatever issues related to login, right? So all the user related information you can check in warlog secure. Next one is the audit. Okay, so for audit we need audit daemon to be running on the Linux. Okay, so just say audit.d. Yeah, audit daemon is running. Okay, so this is the daemon. So we have an utility called AU search. So using AU search you can just see if anything was recorded as executable in the audit. Usually it may not be recorded. Okay, so if you see here, no matches, no executables, but this is also one of the options for you to check. Okay, so let me just say load track.sh. So I don't see any matches. So next one is to use the find command. So this is one of the efficient way of identifying the changed files recently, right? So when I execute a shell script, obviously there may be some changes to that script. Changes in the sense the script itself may not change, but the script would have opened some temporary files and would have opened process ID and all these things, right? So this is another way. So it is also an easiest way. Okay, just say find dot hyphen name. You can just say, so I don't know the name of the script which I executed, for example, so I can just say star.sh and then mtime. So mtime is very important. So this is where we can get the number of days, right? So here mtime -1 means whatever script that I executed less than 1 day. Okay, so I don't get any output. So if I say less than 2 days, okay, so it's not a day. Okay, it is actually, so we need to find in man page, man find mtime. Here if you see, there are a lot of options: a min, a time, c min, c time, m min, m time. Okay, from the beginning of today rather than from 24 hours ago. Okay, so generally it should represent number of days. Okay, m time. So let me just give 10. Okay, so even for 10 it is not showing any details. Let me say 60. Okay, yeah, so this is in minutes. Okay, so obviously it should not be in days, but it should be in minutes. So -60 means last 60 minutes, within last 60 minutes, right? So let me just again execute that load script. It's not even minutes. I don't see any minutes included here. Okay, it's after last 30 minutes. So it is showing loop.sh. Okay, -40, which is load track. So if I just say +1, which means before last 1 day whatever script which were executed. Okay, so this will give me all the scripts, but within 1 day, right? So within 1 day I don't get any, but if I just increase the value, I'm getting some output on the scripts which were executed recently. Okay, so this is the efficient way of identifying the scripts which were executed at last, or mmin. So mmin means minutes. So usually mtime, as I already mentioned, it is day. Okay, but last 1 day, but here it is not showing something, it's not working for mtime. Okay, so let me just use m minutes instead of m time. Okay, so even for m minutes it is, if you see, I'm giving a very huge value, then only it is showing the scripts which were executed. Okay, but yeah, you can just adjust the number. Okay, it is not actually giving the exact minute and days. Okay, and the next one is the similar way. So you can use find. Okay, or you can also use grep-var in varlog directory. So grep-var, what it does is, it will scan all the texts, right, related to a particular file. Okay, so if I know any text in that file, so say for example high load track Oracle tracker. So if I know this text in the script, what I can do is I can just say grep-rl and just specify the pattern, just say star, then I will get the directly I will get the script. Okay, if you see, there are two files. So this is not the historical execution, but this is to identify the current file. Whatever file which are containing this text high load Oracle tracker, it will scan everything from the current directory. Okay, or the subsequent directories as well. So if I have some other directory under this /home/Oracle, even it scans that directory as well. Okay, so just for your saving your time, I'm just giving you this these options. Okay, so you can use these options for faster identifying of the files. Okay.